Welcome back. It's currently 11 o'clock. So, did you wake up in the middle of the night and you notice that your son is running temperature? And as a new mom, you are scared. You don't know what to do. I have an answer to that for you. Do you even have a first aid kit at home? I'm throwing this question to everybody. Do you have a first aid kit? Every home should have basic first aid box, or even if all your first aid medical supply are in a shelf, but you should have. So back to that new mom who suddenly wakes up in the middle of the night and notices her son is running temperature. First thing first that you should do is to get your thermometer and immediately check his temperature. If it's above 37 degrees, then you should immediately go and sponge him. Not with ice water, with normal lukewarm water. Just sponge his body. The second thing you should do after that is to give him paracetamol. By now, you should know the dosage of paracetamol that you're giving your child prior to your visitation to the hospital. When you've done all that, if the temperature is still spiking, then you can decide to take the child to the hospital immediately. But if after sponging and giving paracetamol, you notice the temperature has subsided, you can manage till in the morning, then take him to the hospital. So I've given you a clue on the first two things you should have in your first aid kit. 1, thermometer. 2, paracetamol. Both syrup and tablet because they are also adults in your house. 3, inhaler. So what if someone in your house has an asthma attack and you guys just have one inhaler, and that inhaler you don't even know where it is? Hi, hello banana 25 VR, welcome. Hello Starman, welcome. Sarah Geneva, welcome. Sarah Geneva, welcome. So we are talking about the essential things you should have at home in your first aid box. We've talked about thermometer, we've talked about paracetamol, we are currently on inhaler. You should at least have more than one inhaler at home if there's an asthmatic patient or person in your house. Just because in case if you cannot locate one, the other one will be at your reach. Number 4 will be cough medicine. You know there's this very funny cough that happens in the middle of the night. You just be coughing and be coughing and be coughing. If you have cough syrup, it will help you. And that cough syrup should be the cough syrup that you mostly got in the hospital. Maybe you have a leftover, then you can give that. Number 5, you should have bandage. You should have gauze. You should have iodine. You should have spirit. You should have cotton wool. Hi, Joseph Miller. Iodine, mostly that tube one will be better because what of if there's an injury, you wear your hand gloves and apply, use spirit and cotton wool, clean the surface of the wound just to disinfect it. Then apply the povidone iodine before taking the person to the hospital. If it's in the place of when the person has a deep cut, then immediately place a gauze. So you don't take a single gauze, take a bunch of it and just quickly put pressure on the wound until the blood stops flowing. Then you can now take the person to the hospital. If it's like a fracture thing, what is a segment? So we're talking about the essential things you should have at home. First aid box. What you should have in your first aid box. I know, it's where some people don't have first aid box in their house. Yes, some people do not have first aid box in their house, and you should have it. Every family should have one. You should have the essential things: thermometer, paracetamol, cough syrup medicine, gauze, bandage, cottonwool spirit, and the likes. In the case of when there is an emergency, if the hospital is not close to your house, at least your first aid, that's why it's called first aid, the first line of treatment, first aid will be essential. Thank you all for joining in. So those are the essential things that you should have. There's already a video about it, but I just thought to come here to just explain more and expatiate. If you have a topic that we should discuss, please drop it on the comment section, and I will do well to do justice to it. If no further ado, hello, welcome. We are talking about first aid box, the medical supplies you should have in your first aid box at home before you go to the hospital in the case of emergency. Do you have a first aid box at home? Please hit me up, let me know, and tell me what you have in your first aid box. In the absence of, it's already night, I know a lot of people are tired from work. How was work today? Hello, welcome. How was work? How are you doing? How is your YouTube growing? What are the things? Can you drop tips on how we can go about our YouTube? Let's just gist. Okay. In the case of, let's call it a night, I know we are all tired. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Bye.